Hi guys and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be doing my February bullet journal. If you didn't get to see my January one or my 2019 setup, I'll leave a link down below in the description. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. And let's get on with the video. So if you haven't been watching my other videos, I've got this book from Flying Tiger for about £4. It's got dotted pages in it, so it's really useful. So as always, I'm going to start off with a quote, and the quote says, "When you love what you have everything you need." I thought this was relevant as Valentine's Day is coming up, as it is February. I made the O on the love into a love heart. For this, I've experimented with a few writing styles, as I'm trying to get used to writing in different ways. I want to try and do some more calligraphy, so for Christmas I was given some calligraphy writing sets. So hopefully I'll be practicing and be able to do some more calligraphy writing and maybe a video on that. For this I used my Uni Pin 0.1 fine liner. I've also been using this to write in the style of calligraphy. So you write joint up and then you make downstrokes thicker. So now that's done, I decided to add an accent colour with 2 shades of pink from my Crayola Super Tips set. I just decided to colour in the love heart and the 2 banners that I made, and then I decided to add some roses around the edge of it. I thought this was nicer to do instead of doing love hearts because it's a very stereotypical thing to do. So these roses are actually really easy to do. So you just need to draw a circle in a colour and then you draw a spiral out from the centre to the outside in a rough sort of pattern. So it creates the sort of petals. It's super easy to do, and anyone that thinks they haven't got artistic talent, as they would say, would be able to do this. Okay, so now moving on to my February title page, I drew a circle using some sellotape and a pencil as a guideline for me to put the roses on. So I added green in between the roses to finish off the circle using one of my brush calligraphy pens. I wrote February. As you can see, this does need a little bit of work. Then I continued to add the outlines on the roses, and I also outlined the circle as well. I then rubbed out all the pencil marks underneath the February and the roses. So I didn't do this in my January layout, but I thought this would be really useful to look at as a calendar. So I did 5x5 squares for February. I then added a notes box. Going back to my calendar, I then coloured in the blank boxes beside February. I also added a spare row on the bottom of the calendar because I thought this would be useful to write down things at the start of March if I needed to. I then cleaned up the boxes and using my Uni Pin fine liner I wrote in the days of the month. I'm going to find this page very useful as I struggled a bit last month without it. I also thought I would do a tracker on how often I work throughout February. This way I can figure out how many hours I've done throughout the month and how much I'm going to get paid at the end of it. So I wrote 28 down the side of it and I had 3 boxes for this, labelled work, hours and pay. I then wrote February at the top in my calligraphy pen again and added a few roses, outlining them with my Uni Pin fine liner. So this page is just for me really, because I feel like I don't watch enough movies. Everyone's constantly saying to me, "Oh, have you seen this? Have you seen that?" And I'm like, no. So I'm quite uneducated on the movie front. So I just wrote a movie list and then I drew little bits of popcorn that I'm going to write in what films I need to watch. I then moved on to the diary front of my page. I actually messed up right in February, so I just fixed this really easily by colouring over with pink and then I wrote back into that box when it dried. So I wrote this out exactly the same way I did January. I wrote the day of the week, put the date underneath it and then added accent colour. I didn't get the rest of this footage because my camera then died, but all the pages looked exactly the same. I then finished this off with some roses, of course. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe this video. Thank you again and have a good week.